Hello, hi, and welcome to EmpathicFire. I am your reader, Jay. These are going to be general messages for the sign of Virgo in mid-July 2021. What is going on, Virgo? How are you guys doing? I hope you all are doing well. Let me quickly adjust the camera. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. All right, guys. Welcome to mid-July. Virgo, wherever you are in the world, I hope you guys are safe, happy, healthy, and secure. Please continue to take very good care of yourselves and those that you know and love. If you're out and about enjoying the summer months up here in the northern hemisphere or the winter months down south, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having an amazing time. Please do so safely. Please take all precautions necessary in your localities, and maybe one day we'll get fully back to normal, you know what I mean? Anyway, Virgo, let's get into it. No announcements here in mid-July, but anything you want from me, it's already in the description box. Timestamp is down there. Info on how to purchase a personal reading with me is down there. Questions before you purchase a personal, just email me at the same address and I'll answer you as soon as I can. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, there's a link for that down below too, okay? This month I decided to use cards I don't use very often on the channel, actually at all really, when I read tarot on or off camera. So I just wanted to change things up a little bit and dig out some decks that I don't use very often. And part of the reason I don't use these decks is because they are huge. I myself have, ample hands. I'm a tall person, so even for me, these things are hard to handle. But let's see what's going on with these lesser used decks. All right, let's see what messages come out for you guys in mid-July for Virgo. Messages for Virgo in mid-July 2021. All right, Three of Wands. Oh, Queen of Cups. 2 came out first. One more at least, please, for Virgo. Mid-July, one more, please. Oh my. If you're like a smaller person, how do you shuffle these cards? And the Lord. Alright, so Three of Wands, Queen of Cups, Water Sign Energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and the Lord, aka the Emperor. So I feel like some of you want to get away. Some of you might be overworked at this time with the Emperor coming on the end there, the Lord. You might have, just like a lot of irons in the fire, and I feel like some of you just need a reprieve from that, need a break from that with this Three of Wands, Queen of Cups scenario. If so, if you can travel safely, take time off and it's not a big deal, I support people getting in their vacation, getting in their me time. I absolutely do. That's, just a quickie little message. More to the point, Virgo, if we're talking about a connection between you and another person, whether it be personal, romantic, business-wise, what have you, there's someone here who just is like, they want to be gone. Like, the stress that comes from the Emperor, the stress that comes from this Lord character here, which I don't know if I said, major arcana for Aries, you could be dealing, don't have to be, take any sign with a grain of salt here. But this Queen of Cups, I think, is sort of in a meditative state, in a wishful state, in a, like manifesting, meditating on something, like really putting in energy. Maybe not effort, but there's a lot of energy, a lot of wishes, a lot of hoping, a lot of dreaming, a lot of daydreaming, a lot of fantasizing, whatever. There's a lot of energetic, heartfelt hope that there is space developed between this person and this person over here, the Emperor, the Lord, right? And that might come, again, in the form of a trip, travel, time away, time off from the job, time off from the family. I don't have, children of my own or a spouse or anything of my own. But I understand that sometimes you need a break from what you do every day. Now, the other part of this is that there are 3 distinct figures here. So Virgo, for some of you, this is like a heart longing or a desire of a sexual romantic nature outside of a commitment, because the Lord can represent a father and or husband figure. So in your situation, this could be Three of Wands. I don't usually connect threes automatically to the third party situation, but it's coming out this way because you have this older guy here, this very, astute looking guy. He's very solid on his throne. And when we talked a moment ago about the Queen of Cups, and then you've got the Three of Wands with this presumably younger man, adventurous, out you know, gallivanting around, traveling the world, doing whatever, really having no ties. So it's sort of like this, you know, no offense to anybody, it's sort of like a bored housewife scenario that I'm seeing here, where the commitment at home is overbearing, it's boring, it's predictable, it's controlling, because that could also be here for some, because the emperor takes, you know, suffers no fools, doesn't take any prisoners, ironically, because someone here might feel like a prisoner, but it's this energy of do what I tell you to do, and there are rules and boundaries and all this other kind of stuff. And this Three of Wands is a free energy. It doesn't have, it's not beholden to anybody. You know, whether that be an individual, whether that be an energy, whether that be a circumstance, there's just something more free and available in the Three of Wands, whether that be represented by a person or something else, okay? So I see that there's a desire to have this or go towards this. Also with the orientation, you can see she's facing the Three of Wands, back is turned towards the Lord. So it could be self-contained energy here for you, Virgo. It doesn't have to be other people. This, again, could just be you and how you're feeling about your life, feeling about your job. For some of you, you're missing a person. So, okay, let's take it that way. Third party situation. I don't usually give this caveat. I try not to give too many caveats anymore. Just because I've been doing this for so long. You might be new to tarot, so I apologize if you're new to it, but third party situation doesn't always have to be romantic. So what I'm also seeing is here maybe empty nest syndrome. So you have two grown adults committed to each other, or at least holding down the fort, and maybe you've got kids who are in college, young adults who just moved out of the home a few years ago, whatever, and there is like this missing of this person. The Emperor, not so much, but definitely the Queen of Cups is the one with the desire. That could be you, Virgo, could be someone else, I don't know, but the Queen of Cups is definitely not feeling where she or he is. You know, this is not gender specific, so, and again, it's water sign energy, but I feel like Virgo, it's probably you in the middle. For some of you, you could be the Three of Wands person. In other cases, you could be the Emperor person. But I feel the bulk of the Virgo energy is in the Queen of Cups space, where it's like you want things to be different. You have you have a strong fantasy about what could be. And if it's not you, whoever has their head in the clouds, that's who that person is. And I don't mean to say that in a disrespectful way. It just feels like this person thinks about things being different and doesn't really do much. Because there's that, thank you, off of the throne, and instead of like going and being proactive, being productive, she's up off of the throne with her toe dipped in this water. So it's like indulging in fantasy, indulging in daydreaming, wishing things were different, but not really doing much about it. You know, when it comes to getting shit done, the Queen of Cups isn't really the one. You need to go to the Queen of Wands or the Queen of Pentacles for that. And definitely if you want things said, you would go to the Queen of Swords, Ten of Swords. So somewhere in the situation, Virgo, there is some type of disappointment, heartbreak, heartache, betrayal, you know, feeling abandoned, things like this. This could be, you know, different thoughts from different people, because we see a multitude of swords, meaning this person was stabbed in the back or attacked by several different people. So there's a lot of opinions possibly circulating in here, a lot of communication possibly. We're going to leave that out. We weren't really going anywhere just yet. But I'm going to leave that there because I feel it had a purpose. So contextually, there is some pain sprinkled in this situation, or it affects how everyone is feeling, what everybody's bringing to the table, okay? So I think you know who these characters are, especially these two. So let's talk a little bit more specifically about the Three of Wands. Clarify the Three of Wands for Virgo. Why is the Three of Wands here in their reading? Show me more about the Three of Wands. Why is that significant to Virgo's reading? Give me more on the Three of Wands, please. All right. Am I doing bottom of the deck? I don't remember. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't think I am. I can't remember. All right, so we had the Eight of Pentacles come out. It came in the side position and then the Nine of Cups. So I think the side position is specific or purposeful, so let's do this. Clarifying him, Eight of Pentacles side position. Let me show you. All right. And then the Nine of Cups as well. So this person also could be a little bit of a daydreamer. They might not be as solid as you or someone else might hope them to be, but they're on their way. Let's say it this way, because Three of Wands is always about progress. And then we have this Eight of Pentacles here, hard work, due diligence, apprenticeship, studying for something, really being focused on creation, focused on creating abundance or the means to have abundance. So if this is somebody in a workspace, they're not at the top of their career just yet, but they're working on it, or they have the potential to get there. They might be a little bit still head in the clouds, 9 of Cups for them. But I think also going back to, for some of you, this is somebody who is possibly rerouting their life. So this could be a person who's in transition in some type of way. They could be transitioning in their job, getting into a different field. They could go back to school and get recertified, get a new degree, something like that. But it's progressive. This person is evolving. Again, that kind of fits for those who are empty nesters, right? So your son, your daughter, your cousin, your aunt, or your niece, your nephew, whoever, they are going to be okay. There's, I feel like part of the Queen of Cups, her energy, doesn't have to be a female, but this energy here, whoever it represents, is worrying. What's going to happen with this person? Where are they going? Will they be successful? Will their dreams come true? Will they find happiness? Will they find stability? Yes, they will, but it's not an overnight process. This person is in the workings of it. So if this is, I hate to encourage it because I don't co-sign on third party situation, period. I don't believe there's ever a reason to do it, because if you're dealing with adults, and I don't care what kind of third party situation it is, be honest, right? So, and we don't really have too much here about dishonesty, except for maybe the Ten of Swords. Emperor can be shady, can be withdrawn, can be non-communicative, so maybe that's where some of the secrecy comes through. But if this was a third party situation, whoever you are, Virgo, or whatever the situation is, if you are the person stepping out, or you know that your person is stepping out on you, just like nip it in the bud. I just don't understand personally why people indulge in third party situations. I think it's total crap. You don't have to do it. Now, this person, if they were your respective or prospective partner, the person who is on the outside of the commitment, on the outside of the duo, right? This person, they're not all together. As compared to the Emperor, absolutely not. Emperor has steady job, steady money, has some weight to him or her, has a firm foundation up underneath them. This person here does not have that right now. So that could also be what keeps the Queen of Cups in suspension or in this inactive phase or state, because the Queen of Cups, similar to the Queen of Pentacles, likes nice things. That's like a lesser known fact about the Queen of Cups. Likes nice things. Okay? So if this person is used to a certain way of living, look at her robe. Look how ornate that thing is. And the detailing and the colors. Right? Look at her throne. Look at the work in there. And she's in a nice place where there's a lovely placid lake nearby. Like there's something to enjoy where she is, even though she doesn't necessarily want to be there. So, okay. So this is somebody who might have their eye on someone else, but isn't really going to do much about it, because what they're looking at or whom they're looking at isn't set up the same way. Has the potential to be, possibly is working on that, whether the Queen of Cups knows it or whether it's in partnership. Like, you know, maybe these two are in communication. Like maybe the Three of Wands person is saying to the Queen of Cups, oh, you know, I want to be with you too. Just give me a while and I'll have this set up. I'll have this under my belt and I'll have blah, 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 blah. Which again, I don't condone. I don't co-sign on that crap. It's, oh God. Because again, even though the Emperor might not be the nicest person in the world or the most desirable person at this time, they're still a human being and they deserve to be treated with respect and dignity. And I feel like there's a little bit of lack of dignity in the situation with the Ten of Swords. You know, it doesn't have to be that the Ten of Swords only applies to the Queen of Cups. The Emperor can have a hand in the Ten of Swords. He could feel betrayed. He could feel backstabbed. You know what I mean? So this is a mess. I'm going to get you a card of advice. I think we're going to do a card of advice. So give me one card of advice and then we're going to wrap this up. If this doesn't apply to you at all, that's okay, Virgo. It's simply not your story, okay? But let's get one card of advice for Virgo in mid-July for this story. What is the card of advice for Virgo? Okay. Wow. All the way over there. It like helicoptered to the ground. I'll be right back. 1 second. Okay, Virgo. So the card of advice that you got came in the reverse position. It is the Rebirth card, aka the Judgment card. So I don't know that this is necessarily advice, especially with it being in the reverse, because it shows a lack of progress, a lack of things coming to fruition. It's showing that there is some blockage or resistance to newness, to renewal, to releasing. You know, if this came in the upright, I would see that whatever tension exists here, whatever isn't allowed to flow, coming from this person, that person, whomever, it doesn't matter. I would say, okay, this is going to sort itself out. This situation and the people involved are going to get it together. In the reverse, nah, I'm not feeling that. It's like more of the same. And again, I'm struck by this comfortability that the Queen of Cups enjoys and that the Emperor provides and enjoys themselves. And the only person that I see could potentially make progress is the Three of Wands person. Now, I do want to address it here at the end with the Eight of Pentacles coming in the side position. I didn't really touch on that, but I will go back and touch on it because they're reminding me. This is neither in the upright or the reverse. So there is also stagnancy in this person's life. Maybe this is like false dreams, false wishes, meaning someone could be spinning that story. Oh, I'm going to get it together. Yeah, I'm getting a job. Yes, I'm training. Yes, I'm going back to school. And that could be not necessarily a lie, but it's just not as for true as they would like you or someone else to believe. So if it's going back to school, it's not this year, it's next year. Or if it's going back to school, it's not going full-time, it's going part-time, or it's going for a different program. It's not what you believe it to be or what they said it was. Something like that, okay? So overall though, the advice, things are going to be where they are for now. I think that this energy for some of you with the rabbit there and the child, there could be children involved, or there's something about childhood patterns, right? Childhood patterns, meaning this is the way people have behaved since they were younger. There's a lack of maturity here. Something like that, okay? I could go on forever, but we're not going to do that. Virgo, that is your reading for mid-July. If you like this reading, if it resonated with you, leave a like, share a comment, share the video, subscribe to the channel, do all that fun stuff. It shows your support for me as a reader here on YouTube, helps the algorithm, and do all that fun stuff, okay? If you want to get at me for a personal reading, again, check the description box down below. Virgo, I'll be back soon to do your August readings. Until then, friends, thank you so much for watching. Take care.